Why do some people press play on heartbreak songs when their hearts are perfectly fine? Imagine waking up with sunlight spilling across your room, your favorite coffee brewing, a smile forming without reason, and still reaching for music that feels like it mourns what you've never lost. On the surface, it seems strange, almost illogical. But maybe the answer isn't sadness itself. Maybe it's something deeper, something most of us never name, something quietly shaping the way we feel and remember ourselves. Take Lena, for instance. She wakes to the sound of birds outside her window, stretches, and feels a warmth that most would call contentment. Yet by mid-morning, she's scrolling through playlists, eyes lingering on tracks that speak of heartbreak, loss, and quiet despair. As the first notes fill the room, she closes her eyes. The melodies aren't heavy or overwhelming, they're gentle, familiar, comforting in a way that surprises even her. There's a calm in them, a strange clarity, as though the sadness she listens to is hers to command, like a small ritual she alone understands. Many of us do the same, driving down empty streets, cleaning the kitchen, walking home in the evening. We find ourselves pulled toward songs that don't match our mood. We choose sorrow over cheer, reflection over laughter, perhaps because there is something in sadness that feels essential, even necessary. So what is it we're truly searching for in those notes, those lyrics, that echo of someone else's pain? Psychologists suggest that part of the answer lies in emotional regulation. Sad music allows us to explore feelings safely. It's a controlled sadness, when we can turn on or off at will, a mirror reflecting our inner world without demanding confrontation. In that way, it becomes more than entertainment. It becomes a tool. Lena, for example, might feel a pang of grief for a memory she barely remembers or a moment she never lived, yet she is in complete control. She can stop, skip, or repeat the song, holding sadness at arm's length while still letting it resonate. Then there's memory. Sad music can awaken dormant recollections, knitting together fragments of the past. A minor chord might remind someone of their childhood, of fleeting moments, of people they've lost or barely known. It is nostalgia dressed in melancholy, a bridge between who we are and who we were. Listening becomes an act of connection, not just with the music, but with our own history. Empathy and introspection play their part as well. Those who reach for sorrow often do so because they crave depth and authenticity. Happiness can feel superficial or fleeting, but sadness, even when borrowed from a song, carries weight. It affirms that life contains complexities we are meant to feel. People like Lena seek this truth, a rawness missing from curated smiles and casual conversation. But there is another layer, a hidden motive few acknowledge. Some use sadness to feel alive. In moments when life feels empty, when routine dulls sensation, melancholic music awakens something vital. It can be exhilarating to confront emotions on the edge of pain, to feel intensity safely through sound. Others treat it as self-punishment, not out of cruelty, but as a way to maintain control over their inner world. By revisiting sorrow deliberately, they prevent it from sneaking up unexpectedly, a paradoxical act of mastery over vulnerability. Society, too, has conditioned us to avoid certain emotions. In a culture obsessed with positivity, sadness is often stigmatized. Music becomes one of the few places where it is acceptable to linger in reflection, to embrace melancholy without judgment. In this way, the songs we choose are not just background noise, they are safe spaces, subtle rebellions, mirrors of our unspoken selves. Seeking sadness doesn't always indicate despair or depression. Often it reflects emotional intelligence, a capacity to process feelings deeply and authentically. It signals a need for connection with reality, for depth in a world that insists on being fine. There is strength in listening to sorrow, in understanding it, in letting it wash over you without being consumed. It is proof of awareness, of human resilience, and of the quiet power to confront what others ignore. Perhaps we listen to sad music not because we are broken, but because we are healing in silence. There is a strange beauty in allowing ourselves to feel fully, even when happiness surrounds us. It is a reminder that emotions are complex, layered, and essential. And maybe, just maybe, the songs that find us in these moments reveal the parts of ourselves we keep hidden, the truths we cannot speak aloud. So the next time you hear a song that grips your heart for no apparent reason, ask yourself, what is it really that this music uncovers in me? Which memory, which longing, which shadow waits patiently behind the notes? And more importantly, which song always finds you, even when you swear you're perfectly fine?